Hello everyone, welcome to the Sportzwhiz playlist, and today's matchup is between Moussa Sissoko and James Milner. These two players have had a breakout season, with James Milner showing his passing accuracy and Moussa Sissoko showing his strong runs, which were integral in Tottenham's season. So we will analyze their attributes, and I will say obviously if it's overrated and underrated. So first up, the speed. Sissoko 76 and Milner 69. So Sissoko 76 and Milner 69 is definitely realistic at this point. So if you want to see the attributes, remember they're over there. And yeah, I think that 76 and 69 is reasonable. Or maybe you could make Sissoko 80 and maybe Milner 70. But I think that if Milner 69 and Sissoko 76, perfect. So right next is tackle 83 for James Milner and 67 for Moussa Sissoko. So I think it's not necessarily correct. I think James Milner is 75 and Sissoko 70. Because James Milner, this season, he didn't really show a lot of his tackling abilities, but he did show quite of his power abilities. And I think that Moussa Sissoko isn't 67, honestly, because he actually is more of like a defensive midfielder type of player, and he only runs up when he has the ball. He doesn't actually go up without the ball, like off-ball movement up. So I think that Moussa Sissoko is underrated and James Milner is overrated on tackle. Next is power. Moussa Sissoko 77, James Milner's 82. So I think this is reasonable, except James Milner 77 and Moussa Sissoko's 82. I think that Moussa Sissoko's runs have been so important. They're just so powerful, and he has so good muscles. He just pushes off the players. And James Milner, I think he's good at power. He's quite strong and he's a tough man to beat, but he isn't as powerful as Moussa Sissoko in my eyes. So up next is the shoot. Obviously for me, I don't think they are very good at shooting because they don't take a lot of shots, because they have lots of stars that take the shots, like Mo Salah and Harry Kane. So Sissoko 66 and Milner 62. So I think it's perfect because you know that they are midfielders still, so they need to have a pretty good shot, but not really as good as Harry Kane or Mo Salah. So I agree with the shoot. Next up is skill, where James Milner 71 and Sissoko 70. For me, they should both be 70, but that's only one down for James Milner, so I think this is very good. I think it's one of the best attributes for these matchups between these two match attacks cards, and I think that skill is something that their game needs to improve on, because how they play, skill is important. Being an accurate passer isn't sometimes enough for James Milner, because you sometimes need a skilled players, because sometimes there's nobody to pass to and you just need to be able to get past them. While for Sissoko, when he's running, he can't just rely on his power. He has to also have some skills to skill other players. So I think that's the thing they need to improve on. The last stat is passing, where James Milner is 85 and Sissoko is 69. I think James Milner is definitely 85. He has been now very famous for his passing in Liverpool, and probably is the best passer in Liverpool right now. So I think this is good because Milner is obviously a great passer. He is great at crossing, and I think that 85 is good for him. And 69 is good for Sissoko. So overall, I think these cards are good except for Sissoko, because I think 60 defense and 71 attack isn't really right. I think you move both up by 10, which would make it 70 and 81. Because I think that if you look at their style of play, and James Milner and Moussa Sissoko, they look like, even though they have different styles of play, they look like the way it affects their team, it's the same level as the other one. So I think Moussa Sissoko and James Milner, how much of a contribution they have in the team, they're both equal. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.